Pretty amazing to have these two players. Only one of them can get into the semifinals. So let's go ahead and get them started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, thanks. Thank you for continuing to follow our channel on Twitch and on YouTube. Appreciate it. We definitely need all the followers, subscribers, whatever we can get. It's called following on Twitch. It's called subscribing on YouTube. Those things are 100% free to do. It's just if you want to, see us when we go live, you want it to show up in your subscriptions. And if you want to tell YouTube that this is something that other people should see, so it will surface CTM to the algorithm, maybe people with like a gaming interest or retro gaming or esports interest, once in a while it'll serve this to them. And, you can make that happen more often by you subscribing, by you liking comments, liking the video, engaging with our content, which is a word that I hate, but I'm using it. 104 from Fractal, 142 from Gerald. There's a Tetris Fractal 126. Going to use that other long bar, fill in, and get another Tetris 149. So Gerald in the lead early on. Gerald, a two-time winner. Fractal, let's see. Well, of course, he was the winner of Faster Masters, most recent Faster Masters. Sorry, I don't want to spoil that. He was the winner of our first ever live World Championship. You want to call it our live, the CTM World Championship. That is our Lone Star Championship. And of course, also that same weekend won the Masters event. We did them live because all the players were there. And of course, your runner-up in the 2022 CTWC, your winner. I mean, very accomplished. And Gerald, of course, multi-time CTM Master Event winner. The first time was in our no cam, where cam free was still allowed, and he won in his the last month of that, and he was on no cam. And then he said, well, if you guys do like a level 49 kill screen instead of a level 39 kill screen, I'll come back and I will show face. And so then he did. So there you go. And now we're all very happy, and he won another one. So Gerald, definitely a legend in the making. And he looks just like my old roommate when I lived in Vegas. $278 here, Fractal 356 for Gerald. I mean, he looks just like him. I mean, it's really uncanny. I'll have to find a picture of him. Well, maybe I won't, because then, like, if Gerald doesn't think he looks like him, or it's like unflattering, then he'll be like, "Oh my God, I look like this guy." Oh, I'm just gonna, go crawl into this corner. Line spin, Gerald. There you go. Automatic victory. 424. Oh wait, I was looking at the YouTube. And that's when the line spin happened. So it happened like way earlier. So that was all out of sync. Anyway, there was a line spin from Gerald and I missed it. That was like 10 minutes ago. The YouTube stream is like way earlier. It's like way delayed. But anyway, all right. I celebrated the line spin like 5 minutes later than it happened. Rhubarb says, on the contrary, I find it canny. Username Gold says, Vandy, what do you eat chicken sandwiches with? With my hands? I don't know, what do you mean with? Like a side item? Right now, not anymore, and no side items, but you know, I'm making my own chicken sandwiches, carnivore style. Use a pork rind and cheese breading, quote breading. 564 for Gerald, 506 Fractal after a Tetris. And then we're using these like keto friendly one net carb buns from Hero, and those are amazing, and yet they're also a little dangerous for me because, you know, I'm a little bit of a food addict, so they create cravings, so I have to use them very sparingly and with adult supervision. Oh, and then pickles. Yeah, I do have pickles on the side. Ping Minus with a tier 1 sub 3 months in advance. Thank you very much for those 3 months in advance. 636, now 660 for Gerald on 19, 561 for Fractal. So Gerald about 100,000 points ahead. No curry? What do you mean curry? Chicken sandwich with curry. I mean, there's like a sauce. You can put sauce on it. I don't know what you mean by curry in this context. Curry sauce chicken sandwich? That sounds good. But for me, I've just found that if my food is too rewarding, if it's like too good and it's too available, that's actually very bad for me, honestly, because I lack the ability to moderate around that food for a long time. So for me, my success, what I've found is that I need to keep food as boring as possible and then just find purpose and enjoyment in other aspects of life, and only very rarely eat for pleasure. At least for now, at this stage of my life. Maybe that'll change someday. 758 Fractal, 849 for Gerald. Because the number one thing that you have in your life is your health. And it's very hard to get back if you've lost it. So it's got to be a top priority. Fractal's board starting to get a bit vertical here. Would benefit from a long bar down there, and now is actually set up for a Tetris. All right, here we go. 823 Fractal. There you go. Turns out the right way. Gets the J. And it looks like Fractal's board. Yeah, he's going to uncover this. And he'll be set up for a Tetris. Long bar comes there as a Tetris Fractal. 862. Gerald still hanging on to a 100,000 point plus lead. Why is he talking about his food? Let me just focus on the Tetris. You know, listen, people are asking. You know, they're curious. Max out here for Gerald on 26, A49. Fractal with a Tetris. Galaxy Viscous says, man, I wish I could afford the no tickling the controller voice stream. Well, I haven't done that voice yet, but you've reminded me that I have that. So you've just like made it happen just by alluding to it. All right, Gerald trying to get his board in order. There's the 1.1. Fractal's got the max out. Long bar down the middle into 29 for Fractal. A57. Gerald trying to dig out of this, trying to uncover that right side. Oh, he puts a block over the gap that he needed to cover, he needed to fill in. He's going to top out at B18. Fractal here at BO2, but this is not a gimme necessarily. Needs 13,000 points. Okay, so he's able to... All right, he's opening up that right side, bringing the stack down. And there it is, B16, B17, B19. Okay, good. I said there it is a little early. So I'm glad Fractal didn't hear that. But now, Fractal, you are 100% good. Guaranteed you win no matter what. Round 2 between Gerald and Fractal. Two great champions. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It is very warm in this room. All right, Gerald, displeased with his opener. Rollers shaking their heads, man. And just trying to find a long bar with the well open. All right, kind of annoying run of pieces here for Gerald, but finally gets that long bar in for a Tetris. Kind of a jagged top of the board here for Gerald. Gets a couple of nice pieces for that left side. Long bar in Fractal Tetris. So fairly low scores here through 23 lines, but still plenty of Tetris to be played. But you can tell the RNG really messing with both of these players. You know, there is kind of a, I think, default moves that you would make to accommodate for other pieces, and those can leave your board kind of optimized for certain pieces. And of course, ideally, you would like to be able to accommodate every single piece, but not always able to do that. And it seems like the RNG was trolling these players through the first 30 lines. And you know, of course, good evidence of that is that both these top tier players having trouble early on. You know, today is the 22nd of December. Means there's still time for you, yes, you, to get involved with Classic Tetris Monthly for January. If you want to go ahead and qualify, go to go.ctm.gg/qual. That'll get you a list of the tournaments that are available to be qualified for. And I don't know, I want to create some sort of loyalty system for 2024, which means it is to your interest to have a year of unbroken qualifying for the year. So, like, you know, it might be a little something, or a special tournament or something like that. That is something we want to get going. So you certainly want to qualify every single month this year, or as often as you can, and you may as well start right now because qualifiers for January are open. You have till the end of this month to get your qualifier in. It's really easy, and we have tournaments for every level of skill. You know, obviously here in Masters, we are seeing the cream of the crop, the best players. But maybe you're not the best player. That's still okay. Competitive Tetris is still fun and rewarding. And what better way to take part in competitive Tetris and get started than by doing it here in CTM? So go to go.ctm.gg/qual and qualify today. 365 here for Fractal. Gerald with a suffer pace for sure. 151, now 174 through 88 lines. Fractal over twice the score, and even Fractal's score not great for 93 lines. I'm gonna double tux that J around. All right, Tetris in for Gerald, 199. Fractal is kind of, I don't even know if that's a spire. It's kind of like a mesa in the middle of his stack. But he's working around it. He's got an open well on the right side. Taking the skims, getting the Tetris. 419 for Fractal, 248 Gerald. Another Tetris Fractal. Another one Gerald. We're just about 20 lines away from the level 19 transition. These will promise to be fairly low transitions, although Fractal could still eke out a 500k plus. Vandy, do you get chicken sandwiches from a local place or from franchise place like Chick-fil-A? Well, before I started making my own, I would go to a local place called, oh my God, I haven't been there in a million years. Fly Rights. There are multiple locations here in Austin. And they were good. They've kind of gone a little bit down in quality, but they're still good. but that's where I would go. 537 transition for Fractal, long bar in for Gerald, 348. So about 190,000 point lead for Fractal at transition. Yeah, but now I buy my own chicken. You gotta split the breasts and pound them out. It's very violent. You get them all, pat them dry, and you bread them. And I have a carnivore kind of substitute breading, 0 carb. And it looks great. You can see old pictures of my chicken sandwiches I made in my Vandy channel in Discord. 645 from Fractal. And I put a little cheese on there and avocado. Not carnivore, but still pretty good. 671 Fractal, 479 Gerald. And of course, the other place I like in town is Bird Biscuits, which our own Buzz and Banks works at one of the locations. So he's one of our community members, and so he's nice enough to give me a gift card pretty much whenever I see him in person. Every event gives me a gift card. So I'm gonna bust those out on special occasions. Gerald okay, he's gonna uncover that. He's actually set up for a Tetris and gets it. 569 Gerald, 761 Fractal. Listen, people are asking, what am I gonna do? Ignore the fans? They wanna know. This is what they're interested in. I'm gonna answer their questions. Another Tetris for Fractal, 833. There's one Gerald, 614. So Fractal maintaining that 200,000 point lead. David says, can't wait for your second channel about cooking. I wonder if you'll talk about Tetris on that one. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, chicken sandwich, great, but Corian, Oh, people are reminding me that it's time to let you know that, I don't know, what am I trying to let you know? I forget, how does the thing start? Anyway, yeah, this is, what is it? Oh, yeah. Hey, everyone. It's your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, hit subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 851 Gerald, 965 for Fractal. Fractal is in at 972. Gerald trying to downstack here. All right. Oh, no, that left side for Gerald still open. Oh, that long bar is going to hang, and Fractal is good in game number 2. David says, all the love, Vandy. We watch you as a family. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if I say anything that's not family friendly. All right, Fractal gonna sting in a last Tetris. So let us go ahead and get us underway. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It is 7:38. We started at 5, so we're looking at at least a 3-hour stream. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's what those deciders do. Gerald looking for one of those deciders and one of these point. Gonna have to start with this one. A triple flip of the L piece to make room for that J. So adjustment city here for Gerald. And apologies again if there's any audio issues. It might seem a little different than normal. But I actually kind of like, I don't know, maybe I would like it if it's different. I've been kind of like not pleased with the audio recently. It's not Dan's fault or anything, but it's not, just seems very AM radio. So I don't know, been thinking about changing the audio setup anyway. Yeah, I have to be very careful not to look at the YouTube preview because it's like 2 minutes behind. I'm like reacting to stuff that happened like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, see, Gilded Lizard knows. All right, Gerald gonna open up that right side and slot in a long bar and get a Tetris 194. David in YouTube chat says my youngest is 15. Okay, well I don't feel so bad. Are you gonna get your family playing Tetris? Are they playing? You gotta get them playing there, David. Tetris Gerald 262, there is a Tetris Fractal. We've had, new players still coming in. I mean, you think, oh no, it's over. Classic Tetris had its peak, but brand new players coming into the scene. 13-year-old Blue Scooty making the top 4 of CTWC, getting the score world record as a 13-year-old. Of course, Dog was 13 when he, 13 or 14 or whatever, when he won for the first time. Alex T. David says, we all play and we suck, but we love it. 100K to 300K-ish. Awesome. Well, if you want to get some competitive reps, you can play in Classic Tetris Monthly. All you got to do is be able to capture your stream, and there's tournaments for every level of play, and it's good to get some of those competitive jitters out of the way, and you'll see your skill level will start to rapidly increase when you have to play competitively. So good to hear you got the family playing. 418 Fractal, there's a Tetris. There's one also for Gerald 402. Oh yeah, and there's also a low tier league. So CTM, kind of like we have a community tournament, but it's easy to kind of play one match and then just kind of lose in 3 seconds, unfortunately. But there is something called Tetris for the non-pros, which is more of a relegation kind of league, kind of like soccer. So you get to play multiple matches in I don't know, it's like a round robin or whatever that format is. I don't know. You play multiple matches against everyone in the league, and then there's points, and you get relegated or not relegated or whatever. So there's a league like that. So there's definitely something for everybody, and it's it's like beginner level. So definitely get involved. You don't know, you might have the next Tetris champion sitting there right with you on the couch. Gerald 498, Fractal 517. Gerald gets another one, 521. Oh, there's also Geezer League as well, but that one is deep in the bowels of Discord. Chris Bredenberg said, my family just found out that this is what I watch on YouTube, and now they've put your nerdiness under, there's no doubt about your level of nerdiness now. 569 Gerald, 567 Fractal. There is a Tetris for each, so we are neck and neck. Gerald needs to win to stay in. Certainly capable, one of the top players in the world. Gerald is yet to make his mark on CTWC. It's not something he's been able to attend yet, but I don't know, maybe we'll lure him out there somehow. Both players at 600K here on 19. Well, Tetris for the non-pros, whoever runs that, when we get me a slide, I'm happy to promote the hell out of whatever you're doing. Like, why don't people get me a slide, for goodness sake. How are we going to grow this thing if we're hiding our light under a bushel, right? We gotta get people into these leagues. You know, these are, you know, those kind of things are the development leagues for CTM and CTL Div 1 and CTWC. So we gotta get that pipeline. Let's go. Tetris Gerald 779, 774 for Fractal. David says, how do we find out how to get the equipment streaming for Tetris, Gym, etc.? We just play on an NES. There's a great video by A Game Scout on YouTube. I think it's still pretty up to date. If you look up A Game Scout, and it's like how you can play NES Tetris, and there's information on the kinds of stuff you can get for streaming as well. And if you go into our Discord server at ctm.gg/discord, just go into one of the general chats and they'll guide you to where you can ask about all that stuff. So we're happy to help. 852 Gerald, 861 Fractal. Fractal, kind of dangerous setup there. Gets a little bailed with that bar. And looks like he's going to be able to uncover that right side. Get a long bar in for a Tetris. 897. Another Tetris Gerald, 947. These players have been neck and neck for the last several levels. But yeah, David, that's what I'd recommend to do. Just get on that. You're on YouTube right now. So look up A Game Scout, how you can play NES Tetris. That's a good start. And then go to the Discord server. Max out here, Fractal on 26. Gerald wants a quick bar. There's a bar for the dirty Tetris and the nod of approval from Gerald. You can tell he likes that sequence of events. He's now got the max out on 27. All right, Gerald, he's going to take that triple. Fractal with the 1.1. The A is a million. The B is 1.1. There's only 6 digits on up there, so that's all they can fit. So letters will substitute for the millions. All right, Gerald, a little bit awkward here. B14, Fractal awkward, kind of a spire in the middle of the stack. That right side, is that accessible? Yes, with that Z piece. We'll see if he can keep that open. Oh, beautiful. And Gerald, Fractal actually was set up for a Tetris momentarily. Trying to bring this down. Is set up again, waiting out the bar, but getting droughted. There's a bar over for the Tetris. C13, 1.2 Fractal. B47 for Gerald. Another Tetris stung in by Fractal. Another Tetris in C92. Fractal just going all out. Spent a good portion of his time grinding for that world record score and just being aggro on 29. Paying off here, another Tetris Fractal D38. Bringing that stack back down. So is Gerald. Gerald fighting to stay in the tournament. Fractal looking to knock him out right now. Gerald, a dangerous competitor. Another Tetris for Fractal. D89 has already broken the individual game score record for a 39 super kill screen in CTM. A danger here again. He's got the E73. That's a 1.4. Gerald with the 1.3 now. Another Tetris Fractal F25. That's 1.5. Tetris Gerald D53. There's another one Fractal. Another Tetris would give him the rollover. Gerald's board in danger. Gets a long bar over for the Tetris D99. Fractal's board now up a little bit high. Gerald's board is going to be a top out with a 1.4. Fractal getting droughted here. He's already won. Can't get the bar in. Fractal is good and has taken out Gerald in a sweep. Let's give that man his dot and celebrate him as the winner of the bracket. Fractal, there you are. You are the winner of this bracket. And we are going to see you later in the month in the semis and finals. So what a bracket. GG's to you, Gerald. You played awesome. I mean, it's so tough to run into the world champion. I mean, obviously you are a championship level caliber player as well, but listen, Fractal is on a tear, playing some of the best Tetris of his life. He said it the other night on his stream. He just feels so strong and confident coming off that, world record, at least for a day anyway. And both did an amazing job. So GG's to all of you, Fractal. Hope to see you show up at some point. I know it's going to be awkward to schedule because I'm not available from the 30th to the 31st. I'm not available until the 30th. So we'll try to get this scheduled like quickly toward the end, or we might be the beginning of January. But that is where we are. So GG's to you, Fractal. Everyone celebrate and applaud and cheer for Fractals. St. Nicholas says, when are the finals? We don't know. We got to get together with the players and find out when is good for them. It's not a pre-scheduled time. It's just something that is negotiated among the players, so we can find an optimal time that fits everybody. And I'm ending stream, so I'm not gonna. All right, you're gonna end stream. Okay, well, I will not. So do you want me to raid you or not? You're streaming later. All right, everybody catch twitch.tv/fractal161 later. Somebody wants to end the prediction, that would help a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at, what are we looking at? I don't know. Well, there's what happened in red. And here's how our semifinals come out. This is like, holy guys, this is a crazy semifinals. Blue Scooty versus Pixel Andy. Blue Scooty, of course, top 4 CTWC 2023. Pixel Andy, of course, the runner-up in 2020 and multi-time CTM Masters event winner. Alex T, one of the greatest players ever, and of course, current players as well. And Fractal, your reigning world champion. I mean, this is crazy. And Scooty and Fractal were battling it out this week for, to hit the first game crash and world record score. They could very well end up in the finals against each other. And my God, there could be fireworks there. So this is crazy. This is a good beat. Honestly, I cannot remember a semifinals that was more stacked than this one. That is just crazy. Tetris says, if it's Scooty versus Fractal, make it no cap. Oh my God, we should do that like in game 5. Like if they get to a decider, just uncap game 5. I'll consider it. Or a 49 cap. We'll consider it. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.